और चलिए सीधा रुख करते हैं कार्यक्रम में। एयर चीफ मार्शल को सुन लेते हैं, कुछ बोल रहे हैं वो।
That you saw in that video before, and here this whole picture has shifted, and this is the impact that we see on the main and one on the office building. Office building, you can see it's already decimated quite badly. Here you see just a pinprick. Let it be. It's just a pinprick here, but I want to bring out something here. You know, when we did Balakot, we had something similar. I have a slide on that. You see here, in Balakot also, we had similar, you know, this pinpricks being seen from the satellite pictures. And here in this building also, we see a similar kind of impact point. And in Balakot, we could not get anything from inside, and it became a big issue, you know, trying to tell our own people, unfortunately our own people, as to what we have been able to achieve. We had intelligence of what has gone on inside. We had intelligence of, you know, human kind of intelligence, where we had very clear picture of inside in terms of there had been huge damage. There have been so many terrorists which have been neutralized. But we could not convince our own people that, look, we have achieved that. But this time again, a thing like this would have given us the same problem. But we were lucky, and we got these videos on the open. This is the same building from inside. You see the amount of damage that it has created, because all these penetration weapons, the sound is from that video. So they cause this kind of damage. Whereas from outside, you get a feeling as if it's just a small hole. So I'm very happy that this time we were able to, you know, take care of that ghost of Balakot, that we were able to tell the world what we have achieved. Coming back to Sindoor, again, after this, what we did, we were able to, we were able to very clearly understand that we have achieved our objectives. Some similar damage was done all the other 7 targets of the army. We had the pictures very clear. We had the videos from here and there. We had our all intelligence reports. So when we were confident that we've been able to address what we wanted to address, a message was sent to their DGMO, through our DGMO, Director General Military Operations, that we don't mean to have anything to do with the military, in the sense our objective was only to strike the terrorist targets, to take the revenge of this, what they have done to us. And we have no military aspirations, no intent to attack any military targets. So we can call it off here. But they, unfortunately, did not agree. They said, no, we will take a call. आपने हमें मारा है, अब हम मारेंगे, फिर देखेंगे, फिर बात करेंगे. These are kind of words they spoke. So we continued to be cautious. We knew they will do something. So that 7th, 8th night, if I can call it, 8th, 9th night, those 2 nights we had a lot of loiter munitions, drones, small-scale weapons, some drones which were basically to, to saturate our systems at many of our airfields and many of the army installations that were spotted. Of course, that created a little bit of panic in the public around. The public around started spotting even low Earth orbit satellites and reporting them as drones. So the number of drones multiplied. Just imagine if there's a LEO satellite, let's say 4 or 5 of them, which are being spotted in one part of the city. For them, it will appear it is towards the east, and that chap reports, I see 4 towards my east, or very close to me towards this direction, or right over me, or something like that. And same thing is reported by 5 more people in the same city, from different corners, because it's like everybody reporting, I've got 1 sun in my area, and we keep adding and say, oh, there are so many suns over there today. So that is what happened that night, those 2 nights. So a lot of reports that we got were even these reports, and it was becoming very difficult to filter out. But our local commanders did exceptionally well. They were able to take charge of the situation, and many of the actual ones were neutralized using our own anti-drone systems, using our own even anti-aircraft guns were used to neutralize some of those drones which came over us. And what happened was none of them, many of them were not weaponized, because when we realized that they were actually, either they were doing some kind of survey, or they wanted to saturate our system so that we can open our air defenses, open up our radars, and they can get some alert from us. There were few of them which were weaponized, and our anti-drone systems really worked very well, and we were able to get rid of, we were able to survive those attacks without a single damage to our any of the installations. And in response, we also sent our loiter munitions to some of their radar targets or SAGW targets which were close to our bases, close to our border. And we did achieve some success in that. Some of them, of course, were sending videos back to us, so we could get that, to the result immediately. Some of them, of course, we had to wait for our satellite imagery to come in. So we did achieve some success in that, and we kept.
और एयर वाइस मार्शल एपी सिंह को आप सुन रहे थे। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से लेकर ये बताया कि ऐसे पाकिस्तान के जो 5 जहाज हैं उन्हें भारत की तरफ से तबाह किया गया। जो नुकसान हुआ पाकिस्तान